Hello, my beautiful love goods, and welcome back. So in today's video, I am going to be renovating this house. Don't worry, this is going to be a speed build in just a bit, but I thought we could walk through this monstrosity together. So this is a starter home. It is Havisham House here in the beautiful world of Windenburg, one of my favorite worlds in The Sims 4. And this is a starter home. As you can tell, it's hideous. I can't hold back. I'm sorry. It's just awful Sims team. Like it's my least favorite starter home in this entire game. Like some of them are bad, but this one just makes me really, really sad because like I hate this light. It does not light up the whole space. It's like the ceilings are so high, but it also just feels so dark and cramped at the same time. The layout of the living room is not my favorite. This does not make sense to me at all. The kitchen layout isn't terrible, but also I don't understand why there's a closet downstairs. It should be upstairs, which I do move it upstairs. Spoiler. And then also, yeah, the upstairs, it's so big and spacious. That's my biggest problem. Like, obviously, with a lot of the builds in The Sims 4, they have to be a little bit bigger than, you would expect because of just, like, it makes the game run a little bit smoother, I guess, so there's nothing blocking the Sims paths. But this is just ridiculous. It's just way too much space. Like, this is all space and walls being wasted. And so, I will show you, like, just a little quick thing. This isn't going to be exactly what I did in the video you're about to see, but like just doing something as simple as just drawing it into saves 190 simoleons. Just that alone. And yeah, I really do change up this build quite a bit, but yeah, it's hideous. It's definitely hideous. So, and of course, we didn't have show live edit objects landscaping then, and they don't really do that. So, look at this. I'm going to show you how much money the landscaping was. 1,400 simoleons. That's so much. That is literally an appliance. So yeah, we're going to be fixing this house. It needs some work. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump on into the renovation. Alrighty, so here we are in the renovation part of the speed build. And of course, the very first thing was I made the wall heights normal wall heights. No more medium wall heights for this house because it just looks so much better proportionally. Maybe it's not super accurate to the, real life inspiration if there was one. But yeah, I definitely needed that. And then I did some landscaping with some show live edit object plants. And these you can find by typing in the cheat bb.show live edit objects true, along with testing cheats enabled and all that. And yeah, and so I just added some flowers and some trees and some stones, and that instantly made it way nicer, and it was free. So obviously the Sims team can't do that because obviously they're not gonna do that for certain reasons. I think I'm not sure, but yeah. Then I moved on to the upstairs and I made it a little bit smaller. I think eventually I think I was attempting to just like make it work, and I was gonna move things around and make the stairs smaller. It was just a bit of trial and error with this build. So if you see me jumping around from thing to thing, that's just how it had to be. I was just finding myself just kind of jumping around like crazy, trying to figure things out different. And but I do love how it comes out in the end. It was so much fun to fix this house, and yeah, it was great. Hopefully it is a better starter home. It isn't necessarily cheaper, I don't think. I think it's a little bit more expensive of a starter home. However, this house has definitely got enough space for 2 Sims. So if you start with 2 Sims, you'll actually have way more simoleons. So you should be fine. I was having some glitches too, weirdly with this build. It's not going to happen yet, but later on, like the walls weren't showing up. I don't know what was going on. It was a weird time. I've never had glitches like that ever happen to me in The Sims 4. And you saw me there earlier making the house a little bit smaller, but I also had to move it around because I needed to like delete the flooring that was underneath it weirdly. I don't understand why that was there. And then in that space here, I am adding a little garden, just a little, little hangout place. They got a little bit of a patio with a table and some, I think I think that's all that they have back here is a table. And then that made the house a bit smaller. So it was a lot easier to kind of plan out the floor plan, honestly, because it was such a big space internally before. It just was not working for me. I hated it. So definitely this is a much more realistic sized house, I think, for a starter home. I did try to keep some of the furniture that was there already, just, because I wanted to still keep it pretty, inexpensive. And the way it was before was pretty inexpensive. So, but yeah, I replaced the counters because those base game counters that are the super cheap ones are awful, and they don't have really good swatches at all. Like the black swatch is the best swatch, and even it is not the best. So I went with this more traditional looking counter. It could have been, it could be better. Like it could be a little bit more of a different style, obviously, but this is a base game plus get together starter home. I think I do try to keep it that way, but I don't know if I've used other items. I think I did actually filter everything by base game and get together, so we are good. I do go through a little bit of a moment where I try to make everything look black here. Didn't like that because I was like, oh, the windows are black, maybe I can go with that, but it didn't really work out for me. But I did make things a little bit darker than it was before, and I'm pretty happy with that. The counters, I changed the colors of those a little bit. And yeah, I don't know. I just played around. I honestly really enjoy playing like this in The Sims 4. It's one of my favorite ways to play, like personally, even just like by myself. It's one of my favorite things to do whenever I'm playing a new Sim and I want to give their house a little bit of a personalization. So I go through everything and renovate it and make it their own. And it's one of my favorite things to do. But yeah, what other starter homes are in The Sims 4 that you all would like for me to take a look at, or just houses in general? Because there's a lot of houses that I have yet to renovate, obviously. So it would definitely be a really fun little thing to do some more of. But yeah, it's a fun time. I love renovating houses so much. I love going in and just trying to make it my own and transform everything, and just, I don't know. It's nice to also not think about like floor plans and building and stuff, because don't get me wrong, I love building and I love that experience, but let me tell you, sometimes it takes me so long and sometimes I just want to get to furnishing and decorating because that's what I really want to do all the time. And here we are moving into the bedroom upstairs. This house is weird. I'm sorry. Like I didn't change the layout of the house really. I did change the size obviously, but I just hate that there's the only bathroom is upstairs. I just can't stand that, but it is more of like a loft type of house. Like it's not necessarily a loft as you would think, but it's still technically a loft, I guess, because this is like an open space up here. But yeah, it's not my favorite floor plan. Like if I was renovating this house like fully without a budget, I would basically make it so that this upstairs was a 2-bedroom upstairs, and then the bathroom, or there would be like a half bath downstairs. That would be a really good addition, I think, for me. But the only change that I majorly made with this house is that I moved the closet from the downstairs upstairs, because I just thought it was silly for it to be downstairs, because I was like, why would they have a closet downstairs like this closet? Like this is like the closet from Get Together. Like I don't know. It just seemed kind of odd. But yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. And we will be jumping into a little tour at the end. We're going to view this house together. I hope you all like this format. I'm just giving it a little try. I'm channeling my little Simsy in this video, I guess. I don't know. But I just wanted to try something new because I've been doing the same like format with my videos quite a lot. So I thought this would be a nice little refresher, a nice little change. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the little renovation part. Actually, there's a few minutes left. Anyways, you can tell I'm not really good at this, but I do add some more things. I attempt to use those curtains and they just weren't working, but that's just how it be like sometimes. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump on into the video tour and we'll see what this house, how this house came about. So here we are into the final finished renovation. So as you can see, I did this lovely little flower bed. I just honestly placed a bunch of random, of these things. I love these types of flowers, or like those low-lying flower things from the base game, but they're from Get Together and they're like a different color and vibe. Some lavender, of course, because this is the like Englishy European kind of thing world. My favorite tree from Show Live Edit Objects. It's a apple tree. Not a real apple tree. It's just the vibe. Yeah, nothing really crazy on the exterior that I added or took away. I did add a little patio back here, and that's pretty much it. Ooh, this door is not right. This door needs to be matching. Okay, there we go. And yeah, that's the exterior. There was some things out here, but I think they just didn't place down correctly. I had like a little planter bot, like a couple or a planter pot. I think I only had enough money for one, and then I added I think like one of these. This one. Yeah, I had this one. I don't know. I guess maybe I deleted them. Maybe it deleted. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on to the interior. So I changed up the layout and the size, of course. This house was a little bit longer. I obviously made it not as long, and I made so that this living room was making sense, because let me tell you, the TV was all the way over here, just was not vibing for me. I had a little plain, just a few decor items, nothing too crazy. I think it's an appropriate amount of clutter. Like, there's not really any like cabinets on the walls, but I think this is a really nice, functional kitchen. They have a bookcase, they have a trash can, they've got, a pretty decent sink, the basic, cheap fridge and stove, but that's fine. They've got a few clutter items, a nice table from a get together. I love these, this table chairs set. It's so cute. They have a ceiling fan, some curtains, just a few plants, nothing too crazy. And then the upstairs, I really love the bedroom so much. I don't know why, but this speaks to me so much. It's obviously a starter home for 2 Sims. If you wanted this house to be way cheaper, I honestly recommend just deleting the computer here. But I just thought that was a pretty bare essential. And then the bathroom is a little bit smaller than it was, because it was definitely like way longer. And it was like 3 tiles bigger than this. So I made it appropriate size. And I think this works well. This is not where the toilet paper goes. Shh, don't pretend that wasn't there. But yeah, that's the build. It's a pretty straightforward little house build. I honestly love the interior so much. I'm really proud of myself. I didn't change the exterior, like aside from the size and just like, maybe adding a few things out here, but it's still the same house, but it's a little better, I think, in my personal opinion. What do y'all think? Do let me know in the comments down below. And also do let me know of any other builds in The Sims that you would like for me to check out. Maybe I'll do this house next, because this one needs it. It just looks so much better. I'm looking at it. It looks right because they obviously built it here and it's meant to be here. It's just, I don't know. It just feels good. But anyways, I love you all so much. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, stay hydrated. This house is available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can just search the username lukeydean. I'll show you right here, as well as the hashtag Lukey. And yeah, you only need to get together for this house. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.